Welcome back to Tucked In Wizards, guys. We got a special live reaction for you guys today. We're going to be watching the NBA lottery drawing.
Yep, I guess you won't be able to see the screen, but they're talking about the percentages right now. What did you say earlier? The Kings are like 0.8 to... They're top 12 to
the
keep
Kings... Yeah, the Kings need to get top 12 to keep their pick.
Okay.
And it's just like the Sixers need to stay top 6 to keep theirs.
I was thinking about that because
So
you were like, I hope the Sixers don't keep their pick. But then my friend who's a Sixers fan is like, you really want the Thunder getting another lottery pick?
Yeah.
And I was like,
no, I don't.
True.
Well, more than the Sixers, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Tumani Kamara.
My hate for the Sixers knows no bounds.
Oh my god, I know
Hakeem.
Phoenix is going to be so blown if Houston wins the lottery.
Yeah.
I mean, just insane stuff. We got
Damn,
some...
this is Glaze. They're interviewing Hakeem. They didn't interview anyone else.
I know.
That's crazy.
I'm super
That's
excited
crazy.
for this though. This is the chance. I'm wearing
I'm very excited.
the cherry blossom jerseys in recognition, I guess, the most important day in Wizards franchise.
I'm wearing the
history,
the college gym outfit. So there you go.
I hope the Spurs don't get it again. That'd be...
No, they have 2 chances. Only team with 2 picks. Damn, Messiah just pulled up. That's funny.
Jordy Fernandez.
It's funny seeing who they send. Like, we sent Bub, which
I feel
makes
like the
sense.
Wizards always send rookies.
Like, I like sending a young guy.
Yeah.
Like Jared McCain. This is fun. Zion's kind of fun.
That's
because if they get the first
because he
pick,
might
that's
just
kind of
be
crazy.
traded.
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot depends on this lottery.
Yeah.
For them, they have a good chance for number 1.
So it's 1-2, right? Because that's Flag, Harper.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously,
1,
and then
2,
3 through 6
and
is
then it
kind of the
doesn't matter.
same, right?
Doesn't
because
matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Because with
at
Ace
all.
Bailey, for those that don't know, we found out Ace Bailey is 6'7" and not 6'10", like everyone initially thought, and I think that drops him a lot. You got Ace.
And he has a 70-inch wingspan, which is not quite 7 feet, which is like, it's a big wingspan, but not for the NBA standards, really.
Exactly. So it's... Oh, okay, we're starting, I guess. Oh,
right,
I'm nervous as hell.
I'm so nervous. This is like the most consequential and Wizards.
1
draft
or
since
2.
Like,
I'm
last
okay
year
with
getting
1
2 is
or 2.
whatever. Yeah.
Obviously, we would love Flag. But again,
Yeah, I mean,
3
duh.
through 6 does
And-
not matter. If we drop to 6,
No.
it's not like we're missing out on 3, right? We're probably
Yeah,
going to get who we
like-
want in that range.
I think
Thank you,
Flag
Kevin,
and
and
Harper
good luck,
are
everyone.
guaranteed stars.
Yeah.
Just from like,
The
and that might be
14th
glazing
pick
Harper.
in the
All right.
2025
There you
NBA
go.
Draft, presented by State Farm, will be made by the San Antonio Spurs.
San Antonio receives
So that's
this
no
pick
jump,
from
right?
Atlanta
Okay.
due to the
That's no jump.
DeJounte Murray trade in 2022.
Yeah, I mean, they can only jump to 1 here.
The
They can
13th
jump top
pick
4.
goes
Every
Oh,
they
can
draw the
jump top
4.
to the Atlanta Hawks.
As expected, Atlanta receives this,
Okay.
this pick from Sacramento.
Oh, that's
due to the
terrible.
Kevin Durant
Yeah.
trade in
Poor Kings.
2022.
Poor Keanu.
I mean, good for
Picking
us.
12th
Really
in
good
the
for
NBA
us.
Draft will be the Chicago Bulls.
No joke. Okay.
Rip Bulls. That's actually
Bulls,
sucks.
but-
The 11th pick belongs
Yeah.
to
Buzales looks so.
the Portland
He does not want to be
Trailblazers.
there. Okay,
That means
that's
Dallas has moved inside the top 4.
No jumps.
The
Dallas
Mavericks
jumped.
never won
Dallas
the
just
lottery.
jumped.
big. They did.
Yeah.
Pick number 10 will be made by
Rigged for the Luka trade.
Fuck.
Rigged.
the Houston Rockets.
Fuck.
There's no
Houston
jump for Houston.
received
That's
this
okay.
pick
If
from
only
Phoenix
one
due to
person jumps, that's good
multiple
for
previous trades.
Yeah.
The 9th pick goes to
I guess
the
it doesn't matter,
Toronto
right? We either
Raptors.
drop or we don't. So
That means the
Yeah.
Spurs are in the top 4 with 2 teams jumping into
Fuck
the
that.
top 4. That means the Sixers will lose their pick to the Thunder because it's outside the top 6.
that's kind of base, though. I'm gonna be honest.
the 8th pick in the NBA
Wait,
Draft
if the
belongs
Sixers,
to the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
I don't. No
Pick
jump.
number 7 will be made by
It doesn't really matter at this point, but yeah.
the New Orleans Pelicans.
Okay.
Okay,
no jump.
so this is where it matters right here.
We're gonna get 6.
Picking
I
6,
feel it.
the Washington Wizards.
Bro.
Fuck!
Oh, my
direction now.
fucking
That means
camera fell over.
Philadelphia
No,
is in
man.
the top 4, so they make
Oh
the jump.
my
And
God.
suddenly, Jared McCain is riding the roller
Literal
coaster
worst
we
case
all are.
scenario.
And
I mean,
suddenly
no,
the Sixers are in
it's
the
not
top
worst case
4.
scenario because again, 3 through 6 does not matter.
The
I
fifth
wanna
pick in the NBA
emphasize
draft will be
that.
made by
My camera.
the
keeps
Utah Jazz.
That is
Oh, they
so
have the carrier
disappointing.
falling. That's so disappointing.
The Jazz fell too.
Oh my god,
And now
there's
we have our
4
final
fucking
4.
jumps this year.
Buckle up.
Well,
It is the
I guess
Hornets,
Charlotte didn't,
the
right? They were already
Sixers,
top 4.
the Spurs,
But-
and
Yeah,
the
3
Mavericks.
jumps is still crazy. Alright, you're... Oh shit. Okay, you're just gonna get the low cam for the rest of the video.
I mean, that's so disappointing.
Fuck, man.
I mean, I don't know. Who are we looking at now? It's like Con Knipple.
I don't fucking know. Yeah, Ron Kneppel.
It's going to be a big swing. Obviously, very unlucky. We're going to have to run it again.
Igor
next year.
Demon, here we go.
Definitely. Definitely disappointing. I don't know if we can really even say much about it. Like, it's just bad.
Yeah, I mean you can't say much about that. I just got a bunch of messages from people blown, but it's like, you know, what can you do? That's the NBA. We're just gonna have to tank for another 2 or 3 years probably.
Yeah. So I was just gonna look at, because obviously Cooper Flag, Dylan Harper, they are off the table now. Really unfortunate. We're gonna have to run it again for AJ Devanza or Darren Peterson next year.
Yeah.
So 3 through 6, according to some of these mock drafts, just looking at who's in that range, we have Trey Johnson, who's a shooting guard out of Texas. He's a freshman, 6'6", Cam Thomas kind of type player, pure scorer. VJ Edgecombe, who I actually really like a lot in that range, but I think he might go higher. Obviously Ace Bailey, who I think is going to drop. You got Con Knipple. I don't think the Wizards are going to pick Con Knipple. I think that is a... I mean, I know he's a freshman, but it seems like a low upside. Same with Colin Murray Boyles. It seems like a low upside. Other options, we got Common Mulak. Could be okay. Jeremiah Fears, who a lot of people like as being one of the best point guards in the draft. So
the problem is, as a fan going through this year, to end up with one of those guys,
it sucks.
What the fuck
it's
was
horrible.
the point? And it makes me like, I've been a big criticism of this lottery system, but like, why the fuck are these teams able to jump so high and we can fall all the way down when we were like 30 wins lower than some of these teams? It makes no sense.
Yeah, and it's just the unfortunate part of the lottery system. Wizards got screwed this year, obviously. Obviously, they jumped last year. But I mean, the fact that Mavs, Spurs, or Sixers, I'm hoping it's Charlotte.
Those are all like fringe playoff teams, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping
What the
it's
fuck?
Charlotte who gets number 1. I think I would like them.
But even then, one of those guys gets Dylan Harper, and it's like,
It's
fuck.
fucked.
It's so stupid.
Um,
I'm mad at the Wizards falling. Like I'm not that mad we didn't get 6, but the Jazz falling too, the 2 worst teams in the NBA getting 5th and 6th makes absolutely no sense. It's ridiculous. Especially because we just had a 60% chance at Wemby, more like basically a coin flip, and then to this, the next generational prospect, we're right there. It's like,
yeah,
it really feels like one has to come our way. We did get the 2 pick last year, but in a draft that people were like, this is the worst draft.
I mean, we got the
years.
2 pick
So
when we
it's
were the
like,
second worst team, right? There was no jump there.
Yeah. No, there's no.
When
jump.
you think about the Wizards
have never
lottery
jumped.
luck
Wizards have never jumped.
over since the end of the wall, I know people can criticize. Yeah, let me just look at NBA Wizards NBA draft picks. People can criticize, oh, the Wizards never tank, they never tank. They had, it's not, I mean, they had the same odds as like Philly or San Antonio did this year, and they literally never did it. They never jumped up.
Nope.
I mean, we're looking at 9, 15, obviously they made the playoffs that year, 10, 8, and then they didn't even jump in the SAR year. They got 2.
No.
And
the worst part is that this is gonna spawn all kinds of discussions about like the NBA being rigged, especially by Wizards fans, I'm sure, because we've never had any of these jumps or even breaks coming our way in any circumstance. But it really makes me like, I wish they had it more transparent. Like, you're not just gonna stand there and draw off names. Like, I want to see a big ol' wheel or something.
yeah,
with
they
the ping pong
they
balls.
do
Like, I wanna
release it
see
after, I believe, which is how we found out the Wizards were one slot away.
They
from
released the
winning.
odds, but they don't show the video.
No, they showed the video. They showed the. That's
Oh,
why
do
we
they?
saw the video. The Wizards being one slot away from Wemby.
Yeah.
I
It'd be
can't
fun to
believe
do
the
it
Sixers jump.
in the
That's so
moment.
disappointing. They wasted Embiid
Yeah.
for his whole career. Now they're gonna just end up with Dallas too. Like that. I don't know.
No, it's like that's why these conspiracy theories are gonna pop up, because it's gonna be like, oh, they traded Luka for Harper or Flag.
Yeah, we'll see.
If they get the top two.
It's coming up. Now.
The fourth pick in the NBA draft goes to
Philly.
Sixers.
the Charlotte
Sixers.
Hornets.
Oh my god.
my god.
This is worst case
Picking
scenario.
third will be the Philadelphia 76ers.
Okay, thank
Let's go.
fucking god.
Let's go. They got third.
The
Thank
second pick will
God.
be made
I
by
shouldn't have knocked my
the San
damn
Antonio
over.
Spurs.
Oh
And that
my
means that
God.
the number one
Oh
pick
my
in the
God.
2025 NBA
Oh
draft
my
goes
god, it
to
really was a
This
worst
Dallas
case.
Mavericks.
So that's very interesting.
Wow.
What was it? 1.8%?
Yeah. 1.8% chance.
So this is very interesting. I believe the
Jesus. What do you believe?
that they'll keep the pick here, but
Obviously.
Nico's pretty dumb. So
The
I don't
Wizards
know.
are coming in.
No, I'm more
want
talking
Marcus Smart
about
and Chris
like,
Middleton?
like we talk about like Phoenix maybe getting in there if there's like a Devin Booker trade.
Yeah.
But this is crazy. This is very unexpected, and like obviously I don't think it's rigged. I don't think the NBA is rigged at all. You can make a case for any of the 4 teams left or any of really the teams in the lottery that it could be rigged for them to get Cooper Flag. This is just crazy considering what happened.
The problem is, I don't think it's rigged, but I can easily see how people do think that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's one of those conspiracy theories where it's like, okay, people that don't believe we landed on the moon, come on,
Yeah.
we landed on the moon. People that believe the NBA lottery is rigged, like, okay,
Well,
I
you
can't
gotta
argue with you
see
too much there. There's like some evidence, but that doesn't mean it. I still don't believe it.
Yeah, me
obviously,
neither.
because it's like, it's so unfeasible, and who does it benefit? Benefits nobody, really. Like, the league kind of gets to control who goes where, but then that's a small win over the scandal of that coming out. And some of the picks, they just, if they controlled it, they would never have let it happen.
Exactly.
But we do see these, like, you know, LeBron to Cleveland, Pelicans first pick right after trading.
It's
AD.
it's just like unfortunate kind of stuff that makes it look like it. But there's also plenty of times where something like that could happen and it hasn't. So
Yeah, exactly. It's just circumstance, but it is bullshit. There were 3.
like it's
jumps,
not like John
1.8%
Wall to
chance.
DC was like
The
this
3
crazy
worst teams in
conspiracy.
the league got 4, 5, and 6. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
In that order.
You could even count 7. I think the Pelicans were down there pretty good.
7. Yeah, 7. What the fuck? It's so. This is one of the worst drafts as a Wizards fan. This is like one of the worst case scenarios. I'm just glad Philly got 3 and not 2 or 1.
Yeah, because now we're
But still.
Philly getting.
Dylan Harper going to San Antonio, like, come on.
That's
man.
gonna be a
That's fucking
disgusting
stupid.
combo.
You're just gonna
The
have
Spurs are
you just
set
have
up.
they're gonna be a playoff team next year.
The Spurs are
Legit.
set up really well.
Yeah.
They're gonna have 3 amazing players.
They're
with
gonna have 3
Wemby,
top
Castle,
picks.
and Harper. That's a big
3 top 3 picks, right?
Yeah,
No, Castle was like
Castle was 4.
no. Castle was 4. 3 lottery picks in 3 years.
Yeah.
And look at the Wizards.
I mean, this
we
is
go.
another like
We
we'll
go.
wrap up the video soon because this is obviously like,
Yeah.
we're both
It's just
clearly
us.
hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? This is the kind of like the tanking thing, right? we're not picking
Yeah.
much higher than when we did when we had Beal, Porzingis,
No.
and Kuzma.
I was thinking that. I was like, damn, Johnny Davis is like basically this.
He was 10, right? So like 6
Yeah.
through 10, that's not that crazy. And Bilal was
8.
I mean, he was technically
We
7.
had 7.
But,
Yeah, he was yeah.
you know, the
But
trade up, they got 8.
we
Like,
had
this is
8.
not
We
that
had 8.
crazy of a difference, and the team was so much worse.
No. I think what I hope this doesn't do is make our owner come to the same conclusion and go, well, why the fuck are we doing this then?
Yeah.
Because there's an argument to be made there. Why the fuck are we doing this?
Yeah.
I don't agree with that, and I think our front office is great. But at the same time, it's like there's only so much you can do when the lottery is set up like this. And I understand it's to avoid a lot of those tanks and stuff, but I think with the play-in, they've kind of addressed that, and now it becomes just punishing the worst teams in the league, legitimately bad teams.
Yeah,
for
I
no
think
reason,
I really
and
do
keeping
think it
them
should
in that
only be the
cycle.
10 worst teams.
Yeah,
that get
because
a
this was
chance.
our opportunity to get our flagstone that we build our franchise around, and now we just got to wait for another year or two and hopefully get that guy. And it's just like it sets us back another extra couple years.
Yeah.
Where a team like Dallas, a team like San Antonio, a team like Philly don't need that jump start that a lot of these younger, less fortunate franchises do.
Yeah. And what I'm really hoping is we get someone like Trey Johnson, like VJ Edgecombe, like Ace Bailey, someone like that. And we look back on this video in 2 years and we're like, we overreacted. This guy is the best player in the draft.
Yeah, well, in this draft, that's not super likely, but we'll see.
We'll see.
It's just tough because we always miss out on these generational guys. Even Wall was like, he's a great player, but his knee self-imploded, like, and he's still one of the best players we've ever had in franchise history.
Yeah. It's like
so it's
eventually
just-
the lottery
hard.
gods gotta help us out.
Eventually, no, you'd think. I don't know.
Thing.
Oh, look at that fucking shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Alright, well,
Alright, I'm shutting this off.
yeah, Gafford, take us out, buddy.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy DG. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Nothing major. We hitting the wizard bed tonight, baby. Let's get it, Gafford out.